going on, guys? It's me from I messed it up again. That's the second time in a row. It's me, Denver from Sir. Welcome back to another episode of Madden 16 Online Franchise with Matt. Today, I am going to be playing the Denver Broncos, and they whooped my tail the last game, and I'm hoping this game, you know, it could be a little bit better. But right here, we're going to start off the game with a holding call on Denver. It's going to be on Bradley freaking Roby. Thank you, Bradley Roby. He is covering Amari Cooper, by the way, and that's an interesting matchup. He's like the third string corner on my number one wide receiver. It doesn't make any sense, but that's what you can do if you're the Denver Broncos because of the depth. Right there, though, Roby was on Crabtree as Crabtree gets it first. Right here, gets the first also. First and 10, handoff Latavius Murray, gain at 2. Second and 8, another handoff to Murray. That is for no gain right there. Third and 8, dump off to Lee Smith, and Lee Smith with the Stonehenge hands, and he drops it. So just like that, guys, we're just going to have to settle for a field goal, which, in fact, makes it 3-0. So now, you know, last game, their offense really didn't do much. It was their defense that beat us. But right here, we got DT, Demaryius Thomas, freaking right up the middle. And look at this right here. It's going to be Emmanuel Sanders on an almost breakaway for a touchdown type play. Right there, William Moore of the safety comes up and stops CJ Anderson after gain of nothing, but it was Fowler across the middle of the field for a first down, and he got 2 touchdowns the last game against us, and that was such a trash last. That game last game was such trash. Right, look at Fowler again dancing up the sideline, but there is going to be an offsides call on us, but they are going to decline it and let it be first and goal on the 10. Right here, Peyton Manning fires it over to Owen Daniels. He is stopped by Charles Woodson, who came all the way across the field. Second and goal. Peyton Manning fires a slant route to Emmanuel Sanders, and Antonio Cromartie could not do anything on that coverage. And just like that, it is now 7-3, and we are losing at the top of the second quarter. Josh Cribbs is going to let that one go out the back of the end zone. So now first and 10, Derek Carr fires it down the middle of the field, and Andre Holmes could not hang on as two players converge in on him, and so he couldn't get it. Right there, Derek Carr under pressure. He throws it away. Third and 10. This is crucial. We want to stay in this game, and Coby Fleener cannot hang on after the hit from Darian Stewart. And so we're going to punt it here on fourth down, punt it square to, in fact, Emmanuel freaking Sanders. He is stopped by Marcel Reece, so that sets up first and 10 for them. CJ Anderson is stopped by Dan Williams for a gain of nothing. Peyton Manning right here fires it over the field, and a nice catch by Emmanuel Sanders. He got 2 toes in bounds. That was amazing. Right there, David Amerson breaks up the pass between Demaryius Thomas and himself. And now second and 10, that goes incomplete, out of bounds. Third and 10, Peyton Manning goes down after a big hit from Dan Williams, and Dan Williams did a very nice job on that drive. And now Josh Cribbs is going to take the fair catch in the end zone, so that brings out to the 20-yard line. First and 10, pass over to Crabtree, gain of 5. Second and 5, over to Latavius Murray. What the frick was I to say? No, Latavius Murray for a first down. Right here, we're looking deep to Amari Cooper, Bradley Roby, and excellent coverage by Bradley Roby. That was like tremendous. He's just shut down everyone right there. That's Andre Holmes for a first. Coby Fleener now trying to get involved, and he is brought down by TJ Ward and another linebacker right here. Coby Fleener up the middle of the field as he is brought down by everyone. First and goal. Derek Carr is going to roll. He's going to fire one that passes broken up by Brandon Marshall. Linebacker on the receiver is normally a mismatch, except Brandon Marshall is so athletic. Right here, it's Andre Holmes catching it in the end zone on third and goal. And just like that, right before halftime, we are going to take a 10-7 lead, and that is something that you want to have against the Denver Broncos, is just rack up as much points as possible, because you know this defense barely gives up any. You can stop their offense, but their defense is a whole different story. Right there, Khalil Mack shuts down CJ Anderson, and CJ Anderson is just struggling this game. He has like 5 rushes for -2 yards, I think I saw that was. He is just getting destroyed. As right here, this is Emmanuel Sanders. He's going to run one out, and he gets hit by Mayoya, and as he gets out to the 22-yard line, Peyton Manning fires it over, almost intercepted by Charles Woodson if he could have reacted sooner. Second and 10, he's under pressure, and he's brought down by Robert Mathis. Third and 18, he's going to float one over and out of bounds. His intended target was Fowler, but Fowler is nowhere near that one. So now it is going to be Josh Cribbs returning it from his own somewhere, and he brings it out to the 37-yard line. This is Latavius Murray on first and 10, gain of 5. Another handoff right up the middle, and he is brought down after a gain of 2. Third and 3, over to Lee Smith, and Lee Smith hangs on this time. What the heck? What did I just say? 1st and 10. It's Amari Cooper as he gets away from Chris Harris. And I think EP13 is injured in this game, and that I have not seen him yet. So I bet EP13 is injured, and it is just Chris Harris and Bradley Roby. That's why Bradley Roby is on Amari Cooper, as yeah, Amari Cooper just burns him. And right there, that is going to be a penalty on Aldon Smith, offsides defense, number 99. That is, as Aldon Smith, encroachment rather. And right here, it's 1st and 5, and he is stopped. That is CJ Anderson getting stopped by Khalil Mack in the backfield. He has 6 rushes for like negative yardage. Right there, Dan Williams gets on Peyton Manning once again, but there is going to be a face mask penalty, which sets up an automatic 1st down. So now 1st and 10, CJ Anderson is still blown up in the backfield. This time he was stopped by both the inside linebackers, Mathis and Lofton. 2nd and 11, Peyton Manning all day long fires it over to Latavius, I think it is, and he is stopped by Charles Woodson after a pretty big gain. 1st and 10, and this is CJ Anderson who was stopped after breaking a couple tackles. 2nd and 8, Peyton Manning fires it low, and this is the Fowler, and Fowler's brought down by Charles Woodson. 1st and 10, Manning fires a pass down deep, and it is the Fowler, and he is forced out of bounds by Jerome Murphy, if I am correct. Yeah, that is Jerome Murphy, but does he get his feet down? They say they ruled it on the field that he did, and it looks like he did. What an athletic play by Fowler to tap both of his toes, and it was almost as good as Emmanuel Sanders. Actually, it's probably better than Emmanuel Sanders earlier in the game, and I was very, very frustrated. I did not think this was a catch at first. It didn't look like he got his right foot down when I originally looked at it, but of course on the replay it showed that he did. Peyton Manning now under pressure, fires it, and that is not good at all, as Demaryius Thomas had nowhere to go, or did not catch it at all, didn't have a chance to catch it, and CJ Anderson is bottled up in the backfield by Aldon Smith. There's a penalty on holding on Montel Owens, the fullback. 2nd and goal. Peyton Manning looking, all the Raiders are in coverage. They send a 0-man blitz. Emmanuel Sanders almost came down with it. 3rd and goal. Peyton Manning drops back again. He's looking, this time they do send pressure, and that is batted down by Antonio Cromartie and Charles Woodson. And so just like that, they're going to settle for a field goal. So there's about 5 minutes left in the game, and we have a 7-point lead. Now all we have to do is just run out the clock. Or maybe that, no, it's too early for that. We need to go down the field and score. But we're going to run the ball anyway, right up the middle. Latavius Murray picks up 8. 2nd and 2. Latavius Murray is brought down. 3rd and 4. It is going to be Coby Fleener who gets out of bounds there. He's pushed out by Bradley Roby right here. Latavius Murray breaks the tackle. Latavius Murray to the outside. Latavius Murray tries to cut back, but he is stopped by TJ Ward right here. 1st and 10. That is excellent run defense. 2nd and 9, and once again, this defense is just bottling up my runs. 3rd and 8, down the middle of the field. Coby Fleener coming up big, and what an athletic play right there. And now 1st and 10, this is Latavius Murray rushing up the middle as he is brought down by many Broncos. But right here, how is he not in the end zone? Thankfully, right here, he does eventually get in. And just like that, guys, we are up by 14 points, and it's a lot like the last game, actually. I remember saying the exact same thing. We're up by 14 points, but there's less than 2 minutes left, and it's going to take a miracle, as that is Cam Fowler. Why do I keep saying Cam Fowler? No, Fowler's blown up by Mathis. Right there, Emmanuel Sanders gets the 1st down, but there is going to be a holding call on Cameron Bradfield, number 64, which makes it 2nd and 14. Peyton Manning looking deep, up to Demaryius Thomas, and that is, oh no, wait, who was it? No, it was Vernon Davis. But right here, a 3rd and 14, again up to the receiver, and it's picked off by David Amerson. And I don't think you guys realize how much I appreciate David Amerson being on the team. He locks down locks down wide receivers so much that quarterbacks don't even throw it near his way, and he just does an excellent job. He goes up against the #1 receiver. Look at the effort right there, though, by Latavius Murray. But he goes up against the #1 receiver every single week, and he does such a good job doing it, and he doesn't get rewarded with stats, but he does get an interception right there as Roy Helu spins his way up the middle, and with 17 seconds left, we're going to kick this one through the uprights, and it's a 27-10 game, so that's virtually impossible for them to make a comeback. It is a 17-point lead. Right here, Peyton Manning looking deep again on Amerson, and just when I was saying how good he was, he gets beat by Demaryius Thomas, but they do not have enough time, and that's going to be the game. That's going to be the end of this episode, guys. Comment and subscribe. Remember your veggies. Go to school. Dan Carr Films out. Peace!
you.